Lila had always been a bit paranoid, but she never thought it would come to this. It started small, with a feeling of being watched in public places, but it quickly escalated into something much more sinister. Lila was being stalked. At first, she tried to ignore it, thinking it was just her imagination playing tricks on her. But soon enough, she couldn't deny it any longer. The feeling of being followed was constant, no matter where she went or what time of day it was. She tried to brush it off as a harmless prank, but as the days went on, it became clear that this was something more sinister. She would find strange notes left on her car or on her doorstep, always written in a handwriting that she didn't recognize. The messages were always cryptic and threatening, like someone was trying to send her a message. Lila became paranoid and started locking all her doors and windows at night. She would check and recheck them every few minutes, making sure everything was secure. But no matter how many times she checked, she would still wake up in the middle of the night to find the stalker standing at the foot of her bed. At first, Lila couldn't make out any details of the figure that was haunting her. It was just a dark silhouette watching her as she slept. But as time went on, she started to notice something strange about it. The figure had a strange, almost inhuman appearance, with elongated limbs and unnaturally large eyes that seemed to glow in the dark. Lila started to do some research, trying to find out if anyone else had experienced something similar. That's when she stumbled upon an old legend about a creature known as the Night Stalker. It was said to be a supernatural being that fed on the fear of its victims, stalking them for weeks before finally consuming their soul. Lila realized that she was dealing with something much more terrifying than she had ever imagined. She knew she had to find a way to get rid of the stalker before it was too late. But the more she tried to resist it, the stronger the stalker seemed to become. One night, Lila woke up to find the stalker standing right beside her bed. This time, she could see it clearly. Its skin was pale and stretched tightly over its bones, and its eyes were empty and lifeless. It leaned down and whispered in her ear, promising that she would never be able to escape it. Lila knew then that she had to take drastic measures. She called in a team of paranormal investigators, hoping they would be able to help her get rid of the stalker once and for all. The investigators were able to trap the creature and banish it back to the netherworld from which it had come. Lila was finally free from the stalker's grip, but she knew that she would never be the same. The experience had left her scarred, always looking over her shoulder, wondering if the Night Stalker would ever return.